Okay, so the sport I picked is called Bo-Taoshi. The origin of Bo-Taoshi, some say the origin is based off of students who played a similar game in Kagoshima, which is located in southern Japan. Others say the origin dates back to 1945 by the Japanese militia preparing for battle. What is Bo-Taoshi? Bo-Taoshi is Japanese for bring pole down. It is played by Japan's National Defense Academy. There are two teams consisting of 150 people per team, and they compete for the other team's pool. Within those 150 people, it is split between 75 attackers and 75 defenders. Bo-Taoshi combines elements from rugby, sumo, and martial arts. Basic rules of Bo-Taoshi: each match is 2 minutes long, and a team loses when their pool is tilted at a 30-degree angle. If no pool is tilted by 30 degrees within the 2-minute period, the match will be repeated until a winner is determined. There is no dangerous roughness allowed, like punching, strangling, kicking, but in the video, in the next couple slides, you can see that is a very common thing that occurs. Helmets are not required, but highly recommended, and footwear is banned. In earlier games of Bo-Taoshi, participants would try to wear cleats in order to get an unfair advantage when they would try to climb on top of each other. There are two different roles for Bo-Taoshi. There's the defense and you have the offense. On the defense side, you have the rider on top, which is someone who sits on top of the pole. And you can see in this little GIF that there he is sitting on top of the pole. Then you have the circle, which is a group of people surrounding the pole in the form of a circle. Then you have the pole support, which are the players inside the circle that help defend the pole. Then you have the interference, which are players who basically attack the attackers. On the offense side, you have the attackers. Then you have players called scrum who go into the defensive circle. Then you have chargers who charge at the pole. And in this GIF, you can see the chargers charging at the pole, using other people as pretty much like a stepping stool. Where is Bo-Taoshi played? As of now, Bo-Taoshi is only played officially in Japan. Will it expand to other countries? Probably not, especially the version I'm about to show you. Other countries view Bo-Taoshi as cruel, complete chaos, and a recipe for disaster. But in 2012, there was actually a league set up in Richmond, Virginia. However, nothing really came from it. You can find an old Twitter account from like 2011. And I inserted about 10 seconds of a Bo-Taoshi match so you can kind of get a better idea of what is actually going on. So you have the chargers charging. They're all wearing helmets right now, but you can see they're getting ripped off, clothes getting torn off, people getting trampled. You can see a lot of kicking happening, some strangling. And you can hear children laughing. So this is a sport where you can bring your whole family to watch. Injuries and deaths. These first 5 are actually pretty common. You got bloody noses, concussions, broken collarbones, probably from the trampling happening, broken femurs, broken cheekbones, fractured skulls. In 1977, a player actually had his ear bitten off, and there were a couple reports of deaths occurring, but they really keep that under wraps. You can't find too much information from it, but I would assume it was from getting trampled to death. Governing bodies. When played on its anniversary, the game is governed by the National Defense Academy of Japan. There's also a less intense version that is played in Japanese elementary school PE classes that would be governed by their teacher. As of now, there is not a specific committee that deals with just the game of Bo-Taoshi. Since this is mainly played from the NDA, the participant profiles would be Japanese males ages 18 to 22, physically fit, and completed high school or equivalent to 12 years of schooling. These are the requirements of the NDA of Japan, so just kind of gives you an idea of who's playing Bo-Taoshi. Media coverage. This isn't a sport that is televised everywhere. In fact, it is pretty much impossible to find any sort of official coverage. However, thanks to the power of social media and HD cameras readily available in everyone's cell phone, Bo-Taoshi is getting a lot of recognition worldwide. If anyone were to video search Bo-Taoshi on YouTube, thousands of videos of matches would pop up, probably with hashtags of dangerous, or in the video that I showed you, it was actually titled like the coolest sport ever. The future of Bo-Taoshi, will we ever see Bo-Taoshi played at the Olympic level? Maybe not the version that is played currently at the National Defense Academy of Japan, but if the rules are tweaked to be less violent, then the possibility of Bo-Taoshi being aired live on television wouldn't be so far out of reach. It is actually extremely entertaining to watch, and to think in all of that chaos, there's actually a strategy that each team has is actually pretty incredible. So thank you for watching, and my question to the class is, would you ever consider playing a game of Bo-Taoshi? I personally would not. I wouldn't mind watching, but that it's just too much. Thank you again.